Okay. So today we are going to learn about the relationships. Okay, so how do we create a relationship between the two tables? Yeah. To learn about that, let's bring in another table inside a Power BI report. So this time, let's take another Excel file. Yeah. So the URL that I had provided, in that you will find the same Excel file, which is employee details. Yeah, so let's connect to that Excel called as employee details. Okay. So now here I have two tables. First is which has employee code, name, and salary. Yeah. So this is one of the table. Uh, so I need this. Second table is employee code, department, and designation. Yeah. But here, if you see, the headers are not proper. Yeah, like the headers needs to be instead of column one, column two, and column three. Yeah. So first, what I need to do is before I load this table, I need to fix this headers. Yeah. So to fix that headers, what we are going to do is we'll select this sheet tool. Yeah. Plus, what you will do is we'll click on the transform data, not the load. Yeah. So earlier we used to load the table once we select it. Yeah. But as we need to fix this headers issue, so first thing what we will do is we will transform the data and then load the table. Yeah. So first of all, select both of the sheets. Yeah. Check the box and then click on transform data. Yeah. Once you click on transform data, you would be redirected to the Power Query editor. In this, you have an option called as use first row as headers. Yeah. Click on it. The headers is now fixed. You can click on close and apply. Yeah. So go ahead, load this table, and then we will continue. Yeah. So that we understand that if we have an improper headers, how to fix it. Yeah. So this is how we need the data. Yeah. Let's go ahead, load the table. Yeah. Let me know if you're facing any issues.
Sir, actually, I didn't get that
Employee details table.
link you provided, right, for that
Mm.
accessing, but
No
it's
worries. I'll
only
send the CSV file, the Excel file directly here. Yeah. You can download it from the chat.
okay. Charge.
Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Not able to download as well.
Yes, sir.
What's the error that you're getting?
Nothing, but I didn't get
Oh,
file as well. I'm trying
uh,
to be download, but
uh-huh.
uh, can you just provide me that path to be access that file? Okay, thank you, sir. Service unavailable.
Unavailable.
Hmm.
Let me try as another user. The URL should work. Yeah, it works. Like even as a guest, even if you don't log in, it works.
Okay.
Okay. No issues. Try it parallelly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Sanket and Samir, you both have loaded the table. Yeah,
Yeah,
both the
yes, sir.
tables. Okay. So now, as the table is loaded, let's see what all do we have in our tables. Yeah. So sheet one, it's still column one, column two, column three. How's that? Okay. See, for me, the table one as well is not working fine. So again, I'll go to transform data. I'll fix the header for this. Not the headers. That works. Yeah. Right. Now I have the proper names. Yeah. So I have employee code, name and salary in one of the tables. Another table, I have employee code, department, and designation. Yeah. So now Power BI would automatically create a relationship if it finds the common column. Yeah. But what if I don't have a relationship created? Yeah. So let's say that I'll delete the relationship first, and then we will understand how we create it. And first, in the place like why do we need to create a relationship? That we will understand first. Yeah. So if I have to show the department for each of the employee with the salary, yeah. So I have this table with this. What I need is I also need to show the department and the designation in the same table. Yeah. So if I want to do that, I'm not able to do it. Why? Because it is not coming from the same table. It's from the different table, right? So if I use this table and I try to use designation here, it still shows I had created the relationship. Yeah, this is the relationship that I need to delete. Yeah. So you see that it doesn't show the data. It gives you an error. What is the error? It says can't determine relationship. Yeah. So what we come to know is if you want to show two fields, or if you want to use two or more than two fields from two different tables, yeah, then what you need to do is you need to have an active relationship. That means you need to go to the model tab, you need to create the relationship. Yeah. So how do you create the relationship? It is similar to joins, right? So first of all, you need to identify what is the common column between the two, right? So if you look at both of the tables, which is the column that you can see that is common between the two?
Employee code.
Employee code, right? So based on employee code, let's say I am looking at 05020. So based on employee code, I can go to the other table, search for the same employee code and return the result, right? So 05020, which is this, it has the department development and the designation is junior engineer. So I can go ahead and use this, right? So based on the common column, I would create the relationship. Yeah. Okay. So now I have the common column. Now, how do I create that relationship? Okay. So I'll go to the model tab. There are two ways to create the relationship. One is drag employee code from the first table, bring it to the employee code of the second table. Simple. Yeah. This is one way. The other way is that I can remove this. I can go to manage relationships and I can click on new. I can select the two tables in both of the sections, sheet 1, and here I will select sheet 2. Yeah, as soon as I select that, if I have few columns, it will select the um, two common columns. Yeah, but if it doesn't have much tables, then you will have to select it on your own. So how do you do that is you select the common column in the first table, you select the common column in the second table, and then you hit OK. We will understand what these three icons are in a later after we understand how the relationship is created and what it gives. Yeah. So now I have selected the two common columns between the two tables, right? You can hit OK, close this out. The relationship is created. Now, if you come to this and you add a designation column, you can get the results, right? So that's how easy it is to create it. Yeah. Okay. So what did we do here is we just drag and drop, or we created the relationship using the um, manage relationship option. Yeah. And the relationship was created. After that, I'm able to use the columns from another table into the existing table, right? So that has become easy. Now let's understand what is this icon telling us and what are these directions telling us. Okay. So first let's understand what is this one-to-one. If you go to manage relationships, yeah, if you click on this existing relationship, it tells you the cardinality is one-to-one and cross filter is direction is both. If you click on this cardinality, you will find four of them. Yeah. So let's see what are these four. Okay. So I'll go to Excel. Let's learn the cardinality with an example. Okay. Okay. So let's say I have two tables. Yeah. Uh, table 1. Yeah. And table 2. Yeah. Now the cardinality, 1 means distinct and many means multiple values. Okay. So let's say in my table, I have two columns. Okay. Column AB and column CD. In my table 2, I have column AB and I have column EF. Yeah. In this column, I have values like this. Okay. Okay. So I have values like this. Here I have some numbers. Okay. So here I have some numbers. Here as well, I have some numbers. Okay. Now, let us make some distance between it. Let's add it in a box kind of a thing. I will add a border for this as well. We will add the border. Yeah. Now here what I have is, now let's say instead of this, I have some text. Okay. Yes, these are the two tables. Now here I have values like this. Okay. So now, what is the common column between the two tables?
AB.
Correct. Now, in these two columns, A and B, in my table 1, do I have duplicate values?
Yes.
Yeah. So A is duplicate, right? So
Yes.
its cardinality is main. Yeah. In my table 2, do I have duplicate values?
No.
So what is the cardinality of this table? It would
Menu
be
2.
1. Yeah. So if your common column in a table only has distinct values, then it is called as 1, right? If your common column from the table has multiple values, then you call it as many. Okay. So if I see what is the cardinality between table 1 to table 2, it's many to 1, right? Same way, if you go to our table, if you go to our relationship here, let's see for sheet 1, is any of the employee code repeating itself?
No.
Yeah. So my table 1 has distinct values, correct? Sheet
Correct.
1 has distinct values. Let's go to sheet 2. Do I have duplicate values here for employee code?
No.
That means my sheet 2 also has distinct values, right? So what does that mean is my both of the tables common column. Yeah, I don't care about the other column. I don't want to care about the other columns. I'm just concentrated on the common column here. Yeah. So if both of the tables common column has distinct values, then the cardinality would be 1 to 1. That is what it says here. 1 to 1. If you click on this relationship, it will give the same cardinality 1 to 1, right? Understood the cardinality? Yeah. Let's take more examples. Okay. If I go here, so this we understood, right? So if I have in both the tables, I have distinct, then I call it as 1 to 1, right? What if I have values like this? Now, what would be the cardinality? Any guess? Anyone? What is the cardinality between table 1, table 2 now?
One too many.
1 to many. Why it's 1 to many? Because my table 1 has distinct, right? And my table 2 has duplicate values. So it's 1 to many. Now, what would be the cardinality?
Many to many.
Very good. That's many to many. Yeah. So understood the 4 types of cardinality. Yeah. And now you will be able to identify how it is how the cardinality is set based on the based on the values from the common column. Okay. Yeah. Now let's go to the second option of the relationship, which is cross filter direction. Yeah. So what is cross filter direction? Let's say if you select V from table one, yeah, if it filters only the value V from the table two, that means this table one filters table 2. So it's single directional. But if you select V from table 2 and table 1 is again filtered to only show you V, related V values, then that means both the tables are interacting with each other. That means its cross filter direction is both. Yeah. So by default, if you have um, the cardinality set as 1 to 1, it is compulsorily the cross filter direction will be both, right? Same way, if you have many to many, its cross filter direction would be both. Yeah. So you need to understand this. Yeah. Now let's see how the working is for cross filter direction. So you'll understand in much easier way. Yeah. So now my cross filter direction is both. That means if I select an employee here, you see it filters. When I say filters, that means the second table reduces to only the related values. The other values are not showing up here, right? When I click on it, correct? Same way, if I select something from here, yeah, again, the table one is filtering. Yeah, this is what cross filter direction is. Yeah, now I'll show you what is a single direction filter. Yeah, so let's say I change the filter time. Okay, so whenever it is 1 to 1, I cannot, okay, I can change single, but it will not be applicable, right? It is not valid. Okay, so what if I change it 1 to many? I know that sheet 2 doesn't have duplicate values, but still I am manually setting it 1 to many. Yeah, so that we can test the single direction. Okay, so I have set this to single direction and the cardinality is 1 to many. So you will see 1 to many. So if you have the asterisk, that means it is 1 to many. The direction is only at sheet 2. That means sheet 1 will filter sheet 2. Sheet 2 won't be able to filter sheet 1. Okay. So my cross filter direction is set to single now. Let's see how it works. So I'll go to the table. I'm selecting 1005. Sheet 2 is filtering. But if I select 1005 on sheet 2, it's still filtering. How is that possible? If it is single, I think it's not taking up the cardinality, the cross filter direction. Oh, sorry. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, let's try like this. Now it is correct. Oh, okay. Just delete this. Yeah. So now if you see, sheet 1 is filtering sheet 2, but if I select something here, it doesn't filter. It remains as it is. Yeah. This is what the cross filter direction is. Yeah. So if only one table interacts with the other table, then the cross filter direction is single. Yeah. If both the table interacts with each other, then the cross filter direction is both. Yeah. Clear till here? Everyone understood how the relationship can be created
Yes, sir.
and what are
Yes.
the properties of it. Okay. All right. Now let's take another topic which is related to relationships. Okay. Yeah. Now, let's say that I have a visualization. Okay. I have a visualization in which I'm showing country-wise sales. Yeah. That's an bar graph. Okay. So when I'm showing this, what I need is I need United States of America to be shown first. Yeah. Then I need Canada. Then I need Mexico, Germany, and then France. Yeah. So I don't need this largest to smallest sort. Yeah. If I have this table, I need, when I sort this according to the country column, I need to have United States first, then Canada, then Mexico, Germany, and then France. Yeah. But what Power BI allows us is only the alphabetical sort or the largest to smallest sort. Correct? So how I can apply my own custom sort? That means the arrangement of the values, I need it according to my own choice. How can I come up to that? Yeah. So for that reason, we have under the column tools, we have an option called as sort by column. Yeah. Now, in order to use this, it cannot be used on a duplicate column values, right? So what we can do is we can create a separate table wherein we would arrange the values in such a way that we need that custom sort. Then we would add an index column, and then we will come to sort by column, and we will say that for the country column, use the index column for the sort. Yeah, something like that we will create. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. Yeah, now in our previous session, we had created a table called as column tools. Yeah. And let's assume that this is the sorting order that I need, right? So I already have mentioned the countries in the same sorting order. What I need is I need to add an index column to this. Yeah. So whenever you need to add an index column to a table, you go to its query editor. So I'll say edit query on the three dots. I have this table selected. I will go to add column and I will add the index column. Yeah. So my index column is ready. I'll click on close and apply. Yeah. Now, so I have mentioned the sorting order, right? So if I take this new country column into a table, yeah, and if I see that does it has the alphabetical sort or the custom sort, it has alphabetical sort. Why? Because one more step is remaining. Which step? To assign the sorting order based on the index value. Yeah. So again, you select the column, you go to sort by column, and you say based on index. There you go. Now you will see the custom sort that I wanted is appearing. Yeah. So what do you use sort by column for is that you select a column for which you need the custom sort, and then you say sort it based on the index values. What is index? You are just giving the rank. If you look at the table here, United States of America first, second is Canada, third is Mexico, fourth is Germany, fifth is France. So I'm assigning an order to my values in a particular column. Yeah. So that's why I had to use a distinct column. Now, how do I use it in my table, the actual table wherein I have values? The fields that is coming from financials. Yeah. So instead of this original country, I need to use the country from the column tools. Yeah. Again, if you see, it is repeating the values, right? Earlier, it was distributing the sales and giving you the total, but now it is not. Why? Because again, there's no relationship between column tools and financials. So what you will do, now you need to guide me. How do I create relationship between column tools and financials? And what is the common column between the two that I will be using?
Country to country, sir.
So I will drag country from column tools to country of financials. Yeah. What should be the cardinality
One
Many
to
to
from
one.
one.
column tools to
One to many.
financials? One to many, right? And direction would be single. Why? Because I just need to filter country
Country.
from column tools to financials.
Right.
Okay. So now if I come here, you will see the values coming correct and the sorting is also correct. Yeah. So you can use it anywhere. Yeah. So whenever you have the custom sort, remember to build a table add an index to your sort, and then you need to make sure that in your data visualizations, the actual visualization, you use the new column from the separate table, not the original column. Okay. If you use the original column, again, it will have the alphabetical sort. It will not have the custom sort. Yeah.
Sir, do we ever get this kind of requirement? Means now the data is small, means there are only 5 countries, but जब data large हो तब वो केस में डेटा को कैसे अरेंज करेंगे? फर्स्ट डेटा अरेंज करना पड़ेगा, बाद में इंडेक्स डालना पड़ेगा उसमें.
हाँ, तो तभी क्या करना होता है ना, मैं पावर क्वेरी एडिटर में जब हम देखेंगे तब हम सीखेंगे ये चीज कि
Okay.
लेट्स से ये बहुत टाइम आता है, ठीक है. कस्टम सॉर्ट इज रिक्वायर्ड बाय मोस्ट ऑफ द क्लाइंट्स कि
Okay.
उनको उनका एक मैट्रिक्स टेबल रहेगा, एक पिवट टेबल रहेगा, वो बोलेंगे कि इसी ऑर्डर में मुझे डेटा देखना है,
Okay.
मुझे अल्फाबेटिकल सॉर्ट नहीं चाहिए. सो इन दैट केस क्या करना है, ऑलवेज जब वो डेटा एंटर करेंगे तो वो उनके सॉर्टिंग के हिसाब से ही एंटर करता है, लेकिन जब पावर बीआई के अंदर आता है वो अल्फाबेटिकल हो जाता है. तो पावर क्वेरी एडिटर में समझो ये है मेरा सॉर्टिंग ऑर्डर, राइट. सो मुझे सेगमेंट कॉलम पे सॉर्ट लगाना है. मैं क्या करूंगा, राइट क्लिक करूंगा, रेफरेंस करूंगा, फिर उसके बाद मैं इसके रिमूव डुप्लीकेट्स करूंगा. तो मुझे मैन्युअली टेबल क्रिएट करने की जरूरत नहीं है, राइट. देन आई विल रिमूव अदर कॉलम्स. सो ये मेरा डिस्टिंक्ट टेबल बन गया सेगमेंट के लिए. यही सॉर्टिंग ऑर्डर है जो मुझे चाहिए.
Okay.
ऐड कॉलम, सिंपल. सो इवन इफ इट इज अ लार्जर टेबल, ये रेफरेंस का मतलब ही ये है कि जो भी आपके पास लेटेस्ट डेटा आ रहा है ओरिजिनल टेबल में, उसके बाद ये कंटिन्यू करेगा सेपरेट टेबल पे. सो यहाँ पे मैंने ट्रांसफॉर्मेशंस कर लिया. फॉर एग्जांपल, फ्यूचर यू हैव मोर 10 to 15 सेगमेंट्स बीइंग एडेड, डिस्टिंक्ट सेगमेंट्स. सो वो ऐसे नीचे आते जाएंगे. इंडेक्स भी ऑटोमेटिकली ऐड होगा, रिमूव डुप्लीकेट्स भी होगा. जो भी ये स्टेप्स मैंने अप्लाई किए हैं, वो जो लेटेस्ट डेटा रहेगा वो इस स्टेप्स के थ्रू जाएगा और आपको अपडेटेड डेटा देगा. So you don't have to maintain it manually. यहाँ पे मुझे एग्जांपल दिखाने के लिए मैंने मैन्युअली उसको क्रिएट किया.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this was it about data visualization. Now let's quickly rewind and see if we are missing something. So from the home tab, on new measure and quick measure is data modeling. The other data sources is data modeling. Insert, these are the AI visuals. These are Power Platform, which we don't need. This we have learned. Modeling is all data modeling and data transformation. View we have covered. We have seen hierarchy and groups. We have seen custom visualizations. We have seen, did we cover analytics? Does anyone remember? I don't think so. What is
No, sir.
analytics? It's a simple thing. If you want to add a constant line to a bar graph, or you need to add an average line or something like that, you can add it from analytics. Yeah. If I say I need to add a constant line, yeah, yeah, and the value should be, let's say, max of cost, max. So it will have something like this. Yeah, if you want to add the label to it, the color change, the style, yeah, all that is available. I can send it in the back. Yeah. So if you want to add a line to the bar graph, sometimes you may see the other visualizations that, like, the client again would come to you saying that I need the average line or the constant or a constant line so that I can see how it is compared, right? All these kind of things, if they come up with this kind of requirement, analytics option is the one that you will go for. Yeah. So if I have trend line, you'll see for a trend line, a line chart, you have so many things, right? Sorry, this is the constant line. If you want to add the minimum line, yeah. So for minimum, it will by default take your original measure, yeah. Then if I need the maximum line, it will add the maximum line as well. Yeah. If I need the average line, it will add the average. Yeah. It will add the median line. Okay. Sorry. You can add the percentile line as well. Yeah. And then you can configure it individually. Okay. Is this find anomalies? Context only works on visual that have a date time value. So let's change this to date. Now let's see. Now everything would change. You have forecast as well. Yeah, this is an interesting part. You can have the trend line as well, right? Okay. All these kind of options are available. Yeah. Let's remove all of this. I will show you one interesting part wherein you can do forecasting using a line chart if you have the x-axis as the date dimension. Okay. So let's say I have forecast, right? So if I say I need to add the forecast, what it gives you is for the future years, what would be the average of sales for each of the month? Yeah. So you can see that it goes up to October 2015, sorry. Starts with January 2015 to next 10 months. So forecast length is 10. That's why it is giving me that. If I say 24, that means 2 years. Yeah. So it will start giving me for that. Well, it's not giving me. I need to apply, sorry. Yeah, there you go. Right. So from 2015 to 2016, it is giving me the forecast data. Okay. Like this, you can use the forecast line to see how the prediction is coming in. Yeah. And remove this. Yeah. This all is available in analytics. Yeah.
So
Apart. Yeah, go ahead.
अप ट्रेंड एंड डाउन ट्रेंड वो कैसे करते हैं, रिपोर्ट निकालना होता है? और लास्ट टाइम हम डिस्कस किया था 7 डेज का चाहिए मुझे वीकली बेसिस, अप ट्रेंड डाउन
Well,
ट्रेंड.
that is relative date filtering. Filters pane mein, we have relative date, right? So if I say is in the last 7 days, so you'll see the range, and this is dynamic. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, as soon as you change the date, so when we go to 23, it would give me last. So if you want to include today's date,
Mhm.
it will give you like this. Yeah. This is manual. Now let's say I need the last one calendar week. Yeah. Calendar week means starting from Sunday. Right. 12.
It's Sunday to Monday.
Sunday to 18 is Saturday. Sunday to Saturday.
Okay.
Right. If you want a manual week, that means again that's the same thing, days. So it will give you like this. Yeah. So relative date filtering, you can use dynamic to use anything. Yeah. If you want the future dates, future weeks, you can use this. That is relative date.
Okay.
Same is available in Slicer as well, right? The Slicer that we learned when we have a date field in that, you can have the relative date. Yeah. Same thing. No difference. Last one, I'll say calendar weeks. There you go. Yeah.
And so at high variance like uptrend, downtrend result.
I
Can you
didn't get that.
identify that? Like last 7 days trend, like higher, high trend or downtrend numbers, sales numbers. So we can easily access using this. Like
Yeah,
what
if
is
you
the
if you
sell?
have like this and you're showing last 7 days, if you
Yes.
add this trend line, it will automatically tell you whether it is going up or down.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, like if I add here, what it is telling me, the sales trend is upwards,
Up and
right?
down. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so this would automatically change
Okay.
based on your data.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So why do I feel we are missing something? Okay, so we have covered web URL, image URL, relationships. custom tooltip, custom drill through. We have covered bookmarks as well, and the button options as well. Yeah. All right. So I think from the data visualization point, we have covered everything. Yeah. From tomorrow, we would start the more important topic, which is data transformation. That is, we will learn each and everything which is there inside Power Query data. Yeah. So if we project completely tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, Power Query data would be finished. Then we will learn about DAX functions for 3 sessions, 3 to 4 sessions, then Power BI service and an interview topics. Okay. So mostly before 8th of July, we would be done with all our topics. Okay. So more 2 weeks to go. Next week and the week coming after. Yeah.
सर वो इंडेक्स से दिखा सकते क्या? इंडेक्स कैसे क्रिएट करते हैं? वो मिस हो गया मेरा सीपी इंडेक्स
So let's see, ये कॉलम टूल्स का टेबल है, इसको मुझे इंडेक्स ऐड करना, राइट? मैं वो टेबल सेलेक्ट करता हूँ. Either you go to transform data like this directly and then select the table, or यहाँ पे 3 डॉट्स पे क्लिक करके एडिट क्वेरी पे क्लिक करेंगे. ये मेरा टेबल है, ये स्टेट है, ठीक है. ये जो कॉलम है, इसको मुझे इंडेक्स ऐड करना है. इवन इफ यू डोंट सिलेक्ट, ये रो वाइज इंडेक्स ऐड होता है. सो यू विल गो टू ऐड कॉलम हियर, इंडेक्स कॉलम के ड्रॉप डाउन पे सिलेक्ट करोगे, फ्रॉम 1 करोगे. अगर आप डायरेक्टली इंडेक्स कॉलम पे सिलेक्ट करते हो तो 0 से 1 ऐड करेगा, 0 से स्टार्ट करेगा, सॉरी.
ओके.
ये फ्रॉम 1 से स्टार्ट करेगा.
और कस्टम मींस ना क्या, कहाँ से भी कर सकते हैं, यानी कि 3 नंबर, 4 नंबर, 5 नंबर.
हाँ, ये इसमें कैसा है कि आपको समझो 100 से स्टार्ट करना है. इंडेक्स का स्टार्टिंग नंबर 100 होगा, उसके बाद इंक्रीमेंट 1 नहीं है,
2 से
इंक्रीमेंट है 20.
ओके ओके.
सो क्या होगा? 100,
120.
120, 140, 160, 180.
ओके ओके.
ठीक है. और
Yes, sir.
इंडेक्स कॉलम ऐड करने के बाद क्लोज एंड अप्लाई करना है. दिस क्लोज एंड अप्लाई बटन ये क्या करता है, जो भी आप ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन करते हो टेबल पे, उसको वो फ्रंट एंड पे लेके जाता है यहाँ पे, फॉर अस टू कंज्यूम इट. अगर आप क्लोज एंड अप्लाई नहीं करोगे, वो यहाँ पे नहीं आएगा. Right. Let's stop here for today. We will continue tomorrow with data transformation.
Okay. Sir, same thing would be happening with the SQL connectivity, right?
Yeah. So when we are going, like tomorrow, the first thing we will do is we will learn the other data sources, how to connect to SQL Server, how to connect to SharePoint, and how to connect to web. 3 data sources tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.